Okay, we should be up and ready to go here. Another series, another divisional series between these two teams. First meeting between these two of the year between the Texas Rangers and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners coming off a great series win yesterday. Or sorry, not yesterday, Wednesday over the Houston Texans or Houston Ranger. Wow, over the Houston Astros. Goodness gracious, could not get that name out for the life of me. And now they're going to take on the Texas Rangers for another 3-game set. So there's another series we should get, or like would like to get. Mariners coming off their first series win of the year against the Houston Astros, and then subsequently, they're now looking for their first consecutive, 2 consecutive wins. They've yet to win back-to-back ball games after a slow start. Bryce Miller on the mound for the Seattle Mariners, wearing our City Connects. That's why I'm wearing the City Connect hat today. And Jacob deGrom will be on the mound for the Rangers. Hair in my mouth. Mariners looking to get a big divisional win today and pick up some ground in the American League West, as they're currently sitting in the basement of the American League West with a record of 5-8. Looking to change that here on this Friday night. First pitch in about 3 minutes, give or take, depending on how delayed this the stream is that I'm watching it on. Eyes itching like a loser right now. Also, some news: the Mariners did pick up their torpedo bats. They finally got some. Very mixed feelings about them between the different ball players. Julio Rodriguez says he doesn't like them. Randy Arozarena really likes them. We'll kind of see if those will get used today in the actual game, because they were using them during batting practice. Cal Rye's a little mix on it. Haven't heard much about the other players. And I think Luke Raley was using one too. But I do know Randy Arozarena is a fan of them, and Julio is not. So in any case, we'll see how things go. Hopefully it leads to more runs, more hits for the Mariners, because they are a struggling offensive team. But we'll see. My lash is coming off my eyes. Is that what's bugging me? Oh, there we go. Mariners once again wearing their beautiful, absolutely beautiful City Connect jerseys. While I'm wearing the City Connect hat today, one of my favorites. Love wearing it. Mariners 5-8, Rangers 9-4, and here come the Mariners onto the field. Bryce Miller on the mound for the Mariners today with an 0-2 record, a bit over a 5 ERA. Definitely not a great start to the year Bryce Miller has been having, but looking to bounce back today with a big win. Hopefully, a big win over the Texas Rangers. Would be really nice to get a win here. Showing off Randy Arozarena, who had the heroics on Wednesday afternoon. Grand slam in the 8th and the bases loaded walk to literally walk off the Astros and win that series, which could have been a sweep had it not been for the Mariners unable to capitalize in a 12-inning ball game. But hopefully, the Mariners will have some good fortune with runners in scoring position today. Hopefully, they get those opportunities and hopefully they cash. That's been a big point of an issue for this Mariners ball club this year. Has been the runners in scoring position, very, very low batting average. Of course, a lot of injury issues with Ryan Bliss and Victor Robles being out for an indefinite amount of time. Victor Robles hopefully going to be coming back later on this season, with Ryan Bliss seemingly out for the year with a torn left bicep, and he is going to need surgery for it. Whereas Robles will not need a surgery today or this time around with that injury. So the Rangers lineup, we got right here at first base, Marcus Semien at second base, Corey Seager, the shortstop, with Josh Smith in left field, Garcia in right. Adolis Garcia, very tough hitter. Jock Peterson will be DHing at fifth. Jace Young at third base, or Josh Young, one of the two. I think it's Josh Young. Jake Berger at first, Jonah Heim catching, and to round out the nine, you got Leody Taveras in center field. So we're all set to go here at T-Mobile Park between the Mariners and the Rangers. Semien steps in the batter's box, and I think we're all set to go. Bryce Miller now set on the rubber. And the first pitch to Semien is low, ball one. First pitch fastball. Misses down and away. Bryce Miller looking to get that elusive first win. Start off 0-2 on the season between two starts with the A's and the Giants. Next pitch to him is swung on, chopped, fouled on the left base, down the left field line. So 1-1 now to Marcus Semien. Bruce Bochy still managing the Texas Rangers, led them to a World Series championship in 2023, and the 1-1 pitch is outside. Another fastball misses well away for ball two, so 2-1 now to Marcus Semien, the right-handed batter. So far, batting 122 on the year. Granted, the season is still young, so for people's numbers to improve, plenty of time. And the 2-1 to Semien is chopped down the third base line. Mastrobuoni charges it, fields it cleanly, throws the first in time, one down. Good play by Miles Mastrobuoni starting at third base today. Very clean play, no issues there. Now, Bryce Miller hasn't had the best of fortune against the Rangers. 4 starts, 0-3 record with an 8.64 ERA, which is not great. Very not good against this Rangers ball club. If you give them pitches to hit, they will hit them. They are very dangerous, especially when they're fully healthy, and it looks like they are, for the most part, in terms of hitting. So here comes Corey Seager, former World Series MVP, 2-time World Series MVP with the Dodgers in 2020 and the Rangers in 2023, and the first pitch to him is outside with a breaking ball. So ball one to Corey Seager, brother of Mariners great Kyle Seager. At least I believe they're brothers, or they're relatives at the very least. And the 1-0 pitch to Seager is down, ball two. So Corey Seager is 3 for 5 against Bryce Miller with 2 home runs. So very, very good against him, but it's only 5 at-bats because he was hurt last year. So didn't get many appearances between the Mariners, especially Bryce Miller. And the 2-0 to Seager just misses outside. So it's now 3-0. Bryce Miller having trouble finding the strike zone as he has in previous starts against the A's and the Giants, both of which the Mariners lost. And the 3-0 pitch to Seager is right down the middle for a strike. So 3-1 now. Definitely a hitter's count. Corey Seager is almost expected to swing on this pitch. Might want to try and challenge him here. You don't want to give him something that he can smoke, of course, but you got to have a good pitch here ready for you. And the 3-1 pitch to Seager is high, fouls away. So the count now draws full for Kyle Seager with Josh Smith on deck. With Corey Seager fouling away a high fastball on the upper rail. And the payoff pitch to Seager is low and in, ball 4. Try to get him to chase, does not, and it's a 1-out walk to Kyle Seager. So the Rangers have a 1-out base runner here to open up the top of the first inning. Here comes the left fielder, Josh Smith. Another lefty coming up to face Bryce Miller. And the first pitch to Smith is swing on and miss at an up and in fast or an up and away fastball for a strike. More towards the upper outside edge. And the 0-1 shows bunt, gets it down. Mastroboni charges, barehands it, throws to first, out in time. So not in time, so a bunt single turns into 2 base runners for the Rangers now, and they quickly have runners in scoring position to start the inning. That was a perfect bunt. Great speed by Josh Smith. Mastroboni had to come in and barehand it. Well, it got the throw off, but just not in time. So a great barehanded play overall, but by the time the throw was made, Josh Smith was already on the base. Here comes Adolis Garcia, a big power hitter for the Rangers, especially during that 2023 World Series run. He was one of their best, if not their best, outside of Corey Seager. And the first pitch to Adolis is on the upper outside edge for a strike, 1-0 or 0-1. Apologies. Would like a ground ball double play here. Adolis doesn't have the greatest speed, but hopefully can get a ground ball here. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Quickly 0-2 now to Adolis. Bryce Miller got him chasing there. And Garcia thought he took time, did not. Adolis 2 for 5 and 3 RBIs with with runners in scoring position. Miller checks the runner at second in Corey Seager. And the 0-2. Swinging a pop-up foul. Try to get him to chase with another high fastball, which he did, but he got a piece of it. So Adolis stays alive for another pitch. Adolis not the best fastball hitter in the world, but he can still hit him, and Bryce Miller's trying to go after him with those fastballs, and the 0-2 is low and away. Try to get him with a curveball. Bounced in front of Cal. Almost got away from him, but he's able to keep it in front of him. To keep the runners at bay, 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch is check swing. Does he go? No, he doesn't. An up and in fastball that got Garcia to kind of move towards it, but does not go. Just barely checks his swing. Adolis strong enough to hold his bat, to pull his bat backwards from the forward momentum. 1 out, 2 on, and the 2-2 to Adolis Garcia swung on, pop foul down the right field line. Somebody must have made a great catch because the fans started cheering on for somebody. The 2-2 to Garcia. Cal sets up outside way high and away. It's now a full count to Adolis after falling behind 0-2. Bryce Miller must have just let that one go out of his hand a little early. Must have just slipped out. Cal was able to keep it in front of him. And Jock Peterson on deck, another great power hitter. And the payoff pitch to Garcia is right down the middle. He swings and flies it out to Julio. Gets under it, getting set to throw, makes the catch. And the runners do not advance. 2 down. Miller challenged him with a fastball, and he just missed it. Was able to fly out to Julio. 20 pitches so far for Bryce Miller into the game in this first inning. Really tough start for him so far, but very close to getting out of this one. Now, not very great speed on second base. Corey Seager is relatively slow, all things considered. And here comes the left-handed batter, Jock Peterson, the DH for today. Batting .094, and the first pitch to him is up for ball one. A high fastball misses. Would love to get out of this inning clean. And the 1-0 is popped up foul. A fastball on the upper inside edge. Gets Jock Peterson a swing and fouled away. Trying to protect that inside edge. And the 1-1 to Peterson is down and in. So 2 balls and a strike now to Jock Peterson. Miller's pitch count already rising to slightly concerning levels, especially for the first inning, going into his 24th pitch. After an out, a walk, a single, and an out. And the 2-1 to Peterson is up and away. So 3-1 now. Third 3-ball count to Bryce Miller this inning. So definitely having a big time struggle finding the strike zone as Josh Young sits on deck. And the 3-1 to Peterson is high, ball 4. So that's going to load the bases for Josh Young. Not the kind of start you're wanting for Bryce Miller, especially in a pivotal divisional matchup here on this Friday night here in Seattle. Pitch count slowly rising. Slowly rising, but very quickly, if that makes any sense. And Cal goes out for a mound visit with J.P. Crawford. Trying to just talk to him, calm him down, make sure he's doing all right up there. And you want to get an out here. You want to leave those bases. You want to leave those loaded. Josh Young batting .467. Not sure how many at-bats he's had this year, but still a big number nonetheless. And the first pitch is Young. Is on the outside edge for a strike. Good pitch there. Get him with a fastball. Just had him take that one. Catches the inside or the outside edge. Pardon me. And the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a high fastball, 0-2. So quickly 2 strikes for Josh Young. Would love to put him away here. Get out of an early inning jam. Josh Young 3 for 5 with a home run versus Bryce Miller in his MLB career up to this point. The 0-2. Swinging a ground ball fouled on the left field line. On the left third base line. Try to get him with the inside splitter. Would have clipped the outside. Actually, no, it wouldn't. It was going to be. It was low and in. Got him to offer at it, but you'd like for him to swing and miss at those, not foul him off. But a foul is better than a ball. And the 0-2. Tried to get him with a slider outside. Doesn't go. So 1-2. Young doesn't offer at it. No check swing or anything. Just kind of watched it. Bryce Miller would love to get out of this first inning jam with no damage. The 1-2. Swinging a pop-up down the right field line. Shallow right field. Tellez going out for it. Rayleigh in as well. Who's got it? And it's caught. And Rivas makes the catch. 3 guys collided on that. But it's caught. And the Mariners escaped the jam. Oh my goodness. That could have been a disaster. Leo Rivas thankfully able to go between Rowdy Tellez and Luke Raley and make the catch, and we go to the bottom of the first scoreless. Oh my goodness. Luke Raley kind of form tackled Leo Rivas going to the ground. And thankfully, disaster was avoided. Sheesh. Don't want that happening ever again, boys, all right? Oh my. About to head into the bottom of the first against Jacob deGrom. So Julio in the leadoff spot today, with Jorge Polanco in the DH batting second, Cal Raleigh catching third, Rosarena, Raley, and Tellez 4, 5, and 6, with Mastroboni, Leo Rivas, and JP Crawford rounding it out. First pitch to Julio is on the outside. Just misses outside. Oh, I almost said on the outside edge, but missing outside 1-0. So the Mariners got their torpedo bats today. Hopefully that can turn into something positive for the Mariners. And 1-0 to Julio is skied out to center field. More like shallow right center. Simeon calls it off. Now Adolis calls for it. Makes the catch, 1 down. So a quick out number 1 for the Rangers here. And here comes Jorge Polanco, the switch hitter, batting from the left side. Jacob deGrom, the 2-time Cy Young Award winner, on the mound for the Rangers today, the right-handed pitcher. One of the best, probably in a long time. In the first pitch to Polanco's a breaking ball in the lower inside corner for a strike. Curveball catches the zone just barely. Skipped away from Jonah Heim. Didn't matter, though. And the 0-1 to Polanco. It's outside 2-0. Or 1-1. Apologies. Polanco 2-6 versus deGrom, and the 1-1 pitch is line down the right field line. Is it fair? If it's fair, it's gone. And it's gone! Jorge Polanco with a first inning home run, and the Mariners take a 1-0 lead. Jorge smoked that down the line. It had the distance, just did it stay fair? And it did. 1-0 Mariners. Let's go, dude. Let's go, Jorge. Without a doubt, the Mariners' best hitter this year early on. And that's a great start against this very good pitcher in Jacob deGrom. Polanco hoisting the Trident in the Mariners' dugout. Teammates cheering him on. And here comes Cal Raleigh, the other switch hitter. Takes a ball on the upper inside corner. So 1-0 to Cal. Great start to the season for Jorge. His third home run already as Cal takes another ball inside at 97. I believe it's his third home run of the year. Yeah, it's got to be his third. And the 2-0 to Cal swings through it. Did he go? Yes, he did. 2-1. And Cal calls for time at the 2-1 count. after that check swing he went around on. Cal Raleigh still looking to get a home run and put his name on the leaderboard as the leader in home runs by a Mariners catcher. And the 2-1 to Cal. Swing and a miss at a fastball down the middle. 2-2. Cal Raleigh's never had a hit off of Jacob deGrom. 0 for 3 in his career. With an opportunity here to do it. And however many at-bats it takes for him today. And the 2-2 to Cal. Swinging a pop-up foul. Jonah Heim goes to look at it. And it's going to go into the seats. How's it going, Sam? It's good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hey, so far so good for the Mariners. A one-out home run for Jorge Polanco. Very, very nice. And Cal Raleigh's facing a 2-2 count here against Jacob deGrom. And the 2-2. On the lower inside corner, called a ball. A really, really good pitch. Was a strike, but it's now a full count with the Rosarena looming on deck, the hero in Wednesday's game against the Astros. And the payoff pitch to Cal is check swing, strike 3 called. So lower rail gets Cal looking. And 2 outs. Yeah, Raleigh's due for a hit. But not going to get it at this at-bat. And they're looking back at the Polanco home run from the left side. Absolutely smoked it. Did not miss it. So Randy Rosarena now comes up, in all likelihood using his torpedo bat. First pitch to Rosarena is taken down the middle for a strike. Can't tell if Randy's using his torpedo bat or not. He might be. Has to see him smoke one, though, like he did the other day. And the 0-1 to Randy is on the inside edge, strike 2. So 2 pitches and 2 strikes looking. And the 0-2 to Rosarena outside. Try to get him with the slider. You'll get him next time, I hope. I hope so. Randy Rosarena, another batter that is 0 for 4, is hitless against Jacob deGrom, looking to get his first here this tonight in this ball game. And the 1-2 to Randy, swinging a high fly ball out to left field. It's not going to go. It's more like shallow left field, going into foul territory. And Josh Young makes the catch in foul territory for out number 3. But Polanco gets the home run, and the Mariners are up 1-0 going into the top of the second. So Bryce Miller has a breezy inning because he did not have a great one the first time, but escaped a bases-loaded jam nonetheless. Through the Friday night grind, we were busy as heck. Oh, man. No, I feel you. I feel you, dude. Friday nights. Oh, boy. The Astros are pouring it on the Angels right now. 10-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Honestly, kind of good for the Astros to win, but I don't want them getting ground on us. So, yeah. Twins over the Tigers right now, 4-3 in the top of the 6th inning. Tigers are threatening. Cardinals up 2-0 over the Phillies going into the bottom of the 7th. Rockies Padres just started, bottom of the 2nd, tied at 0. Brewers D-backs, same thing, bottom 2nd, tied at 0. Mets and A's are warming up. White Sox are pouring it on the Red Sox, top of the 8th inning, 9-1 White Sox. And the Yankees are getting absolutely blasted by the San Francisco Giants, 9-1 in the top of the 6th inning. So those are the scores so far. Reds beat the Pirates 5-3. Rays beat the Braves 6-3. Braves are the second team to hit 10 losses on the season. Nationals beat the Marlins 7-4, and the Blue Jays and Orioles got postponed. I'm not going to say the Royals game score in case you haven't checked, Sam, but yeah. And we got the Cubs and Dodgers warming up soon. So they'll be on later tonight. It's a nice light breezy 65 here in west central Missouri. It's been hot. It's been hot over here in California. It's been very, very warm. Pardon me. Not sure what the game's looking like. Okay, here we go. We're all set. And here is Jake Berger, the first baseman. First pitch to him is a swing and a miss at a high fastball. Jake Berger acquired from, I believe, the Miami Marlins, or former Miami Marlin and Chicago White Sox. Got him as a free agent in the offseason. Very good. He's a very good card in MLB The Show that I use as my primary first baseman. And the 0-1 to Berger is up and away. 1-1. And the 1-1 to Berger is swinging and a miss at a curveball. So 1-2 now. I've updated my data entry for today. I'll check the roles info here when I'm done. All right, man. First shirt. Sounds good. Do what you got to do, my friend. And the 1-2 pitch to Jake Berger. Swinging a foul ball. All the way and up and in fastball. And the 1-2 to Berger. Tries to get him to chase with a slider. Does not. Cal tried to frame it, but it was well off the plate. 2-2. Jonah Heim, the catcher, on deck. So 7-8-9 for the Rangers here. And the 2-2 to Berger. Swinging fouls it off himself. Miller's pitch count still climbing very mightily. Already at 36 pitches. Had a tough first inning pitch count-wise. See how many innings he can get into this game. Trying to be as efficient as possible. And the 2-2 pitch to Berger is low and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So full count now. Nothing new for Bryce Miller today. 4th 3-ball count today. And the 3-2 pitch. In there for a strike. Strike 3 called. Locked him up with a fastball. Right down at the knees. And 1 down for Bryce Miller. His first strikeout. And here comes Jonah Heim. Doing the catching duties today for the Rangers. Batting from the left side as he is a switch hitter. First pitch to Jonah Heim is on the outside, inside edge. So, quickly 0-1. First pitch, strike to Jonah Heim. And the 0-1 to Jonah is low. Fastball running down. Much do you miss getting to see Randy Johnson's crazy outside release off speed fastball being used? Dude, I'd see it at MLB The Show. I never saw it live on any games, and the 1-1 to Jonah Heim misses inside, but I never really got to see him pitch. I didn't really get into baseball until a few years ago, well after he retired. And when he retired, I was a little kid, so. But I see it at MLB The Show. It's nasty, and I doubt it does it enough justice. And the 2-1 pitch to Jonah Heim is swinging popped up on the shallow infield. J.P. Crawford has it measured, and he makes the catch. 2 down. It's always one of my favorite pitchers to watch. Yeah, Randy's cool. Big guy. I'm sure a bigger personality, and now he does sports photography. So here comes Leody Taveras, switch hitting center fielder, batting in the 9 spot for the Rangers today. 2 outs, nobody on, 1-0 Mariners, and the first pitch to Taveras is swung on and missed at a high fastball. Taveras didn't really look too sure about that swing, but he went anyway. Kind of just weakly chopped at it. Taveras 1 for 5 against Bryce Miller all time. And the 0-1 pitch is a swing and a miss at a breaking ball down and away. Got him to chase there. So 2 chases here for Leody Taveras. Quickly 0-2. 2 swings, 2 misses after 2 pitches. And did he just strike out on a pitch time violation? Yes, he did. Leody Taveras struck out on a pitch timer violation, and that's going to end the inning. And we're going to go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Mariners. Okay, I'll take that. Not the most conventional way, but hey, a strikeout's a strikeout. Right on, dude. Right on. So 1.5 innings in, the Mariners command a 1-0 lead so far after a Polanco solo shot. Yeah. Yeah. No, I get you. I get what you're saying with Polanco. Not Polanco. What the hell am I talking about? Randy Johnson. Because I'm looking on Twitter about the Jorge Polanco home run because people are posting about it. Just wanted to see how that went. And then what do you call it? It was a nice technical out to close the inning. You don't see that very often. So here's Luke Raley to lead things off for the Mariners with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. And the first pitch to Raley is in there for a strike with a breaking ball. Luke Raley still wearing his glasses, batting 161. Does have a home run this year, looking for his second. And the 0-1 to Raley swung on and fouled at a low breaking ball. Would have just clipped the corner, maybe could have gone either way in terms of calling it. Swings anyway, 0-2. Excuse me. Raley 1 for 2 all time against Jacob deGrom, so batting .500 against him. And the 0-2 to Raley is off the end of his bat, or the knuckles of his bat, foul. Kind of jammed him there, but was able to foul it off. And the 0-2 to Raley is down and in, ball 1. Righty Tellez on deck, being the first baseman for today. Luke Raley in right field. And the 1-2 to Raley, swinging a ground ball to the first baseman, charging, throws it off to Jacob deGrom as he tags the base, 1 down. So Berger had to range out to his right to make the play, and then toss it over to deGrom. Not Raleigh, it was Luke Raley, not Cal Raleigh, but yeah, Luke Raley is actually a very good hitter in my opinion, but 161 average doesn't do him justice, but I think Cal Raleigh's doing a little bit better. And here comes Rowdy Tellez, the first baseman today for the Mariners. Batting .050, which is just not good, and he takes a first pitch foul. Rowdy Tellez batting .050, 0 home runs, 1 RBI, which I believe was on a sac fly. Rowdy Tellez really struggling early on this year. And the 0-1 to Rowdy, swing and a miss at a lower inside fastball, maybe a changeup. Lower outside pitch, my mistake. And the 0-2. Swinging a line drive into right field. Does it have the height? And it's gone! Rowdy Tellez goes yard. And it's 2-0 Mariners. His first home run as a Mariner. Whoa! deGrom tried to get him a pitch to hit, and boy, did he hit it. Still learning all the current players. Hey, you're good, man. You are A-OK. So Tellez gets his first Trident raise of the season, and he couldn't be happier right now. He is fired up. Having a rough start to the year so far. That'll hopefully be the start of something for Rowdy Tellez. He just shouted, "I did it," in the Mariners dugout. He is hyped up, and here is Miles Mastrobuoni, the starting third baseman today for the Mariners. Was very clutch in yesterday's game as he had a one-out base knock in the ninth inning yesterday as he takes low and in for ball 2. Miles Mastrobuoni, a good, so far a decent pickup, starting at third base today. Normally a second baseman, but like I said, came in a pretty good spot with a key base hit in the bottom of the ninth yesterday as the Mariners came back to beat the Astros. And the 2-0 to Mastrobuoni is swung on down the right field line, right to Berger. And he steps on the bag, 2 down. Good swing from Miles Mastrobuoni, but couldn't quite get it. Passed him. Rangers are another team I absolutely hate. Well, he did do it. Oh, he absolutely did it. That was another no-doubter. Same spot that Polanco hit it because it was both from the left side. And here comes Leo Rivas, another lefty. A lot of lefties in today's lineup against deGrom. The only true righty being Julio, I believe. First pitch to Rivas is in there for a strike of the knees with the curveball. And 0-1 to Rivas' same spot in their first strike. That time a changeup, it appears. Rowdy is all smiles in the dugout still. And can you blame him one bit? I don't. And the 0-2 to Rivas. Checks his swing. They appeal to first or third. Does not go. So 1-2 now to Rivas. And the 1-2 to Leo. Check swing. Doesn't go. As DeGrom misses down and the count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 to Rivas. Inside, ball 3. So after falling behind 0-2, taking 2 pitches, Rivas takes the next 3. And it's now a full count with J.P. Crawford on deck. Would like to have Leo Rivas' speed on deck and maybe get back to the top of the order with Julio. And the payoff pitch. Down, ball 4. Leo Rivas doesn't offer it a single pitch, and he draws a full count walk. And here comes J.P. Crawford. Oh, DeGrom is a starting pitcher for the Mariners? No, he's starting pitcher for the Rangers. Bryce Miller is starting today for the Mariners. I got some serious cotton mouth. I need to get some water between innings. Here comes J.P. Crawford, left-handed shortstop. 1 on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. First pitch to J.P. is up and in. Ball 1. I wish DeGrom was on the Mariners, but as he's playing right now, I'm kind of glad he's not. J.P. Crawford 0 for 4 versus DeGrom in his career. The 1-0 pitch to Crawford is low and in. Very close take. A pitcher's pitch there is on the corner. Call the ball. Got that backwards. You're good, bro. No worries. No worries. DeGrom quickly in a 2-0 hole against J.P. Crawford. And the 2-0 to J.P. is swung on foul at a slightly elevated fastball, but more or less over the middle of the plate. Crowd chanting JP. Would love to get to Julio here. Check back to first base on Rivas. Doesn't get back until he gets back in time. So an unsuccessful pickoff attempt by Jacob DeGrom. And the 2-1 to JP is down, ball 3. So 3-1 now to J.P. Crawford. DeGrom having a little bit of a struggle so far this inning. DeGrom definitely on the older side of active players. And the 3-1 pitch is high, ball 4. So the Mariners are going to get back to the top of the order after back-to-back walks. And here comes Julio and I believe, what's this guy's name again? Maddox, the pitching coach? Give DeGrom a little bit of a chat. And there is a little bit of a thing that the pitching coach for the Rangers does where, depending on how many arms he puts on the pitcher's shoulders, 1 or 2, will depend on how much risk the pitcher is of getting pulled. And he put 2 hands on him, which means DeGrom needs to tighten up. He's on a shorter leash right now. So here comes Julio to face DeGrom for the second time as he flew out to shallow right field his first time up. Julio with a clutch 2-run double on Wednesday's game to tie the game up. Would love to have him get a hold of one here. First pitch to Julio. Swing and a miss at an up and away fastball. So quickly on 1. Good start for DeGrom on this at-bat. But not for the Mariners. You want the Mariners to really get one here. And the 0-1 to Julio. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Another fastball. That time it was in the zone. So quickly 0-2 to Julio Rodriguez. Biggest issue for the Mariners this year has been runners in scoring position. And this is one of those moments. And the 0-2 pitch to Julio. Swinging a foul ball to fastball away. Just barely got a piece of it. Stays alive. Was able to time up a little bit better. Rivas at second, JP at first, so good speed at second, so a single could score a run here, should he get it. And the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss at a breaking ball down and away. So Julio chases for strike 3, but Rowdy Tellez tack on another run with a Rowdy Tellez homer, his first of the year. So it's not like we didn't come away with nothing as we go to the top of the third. 2-0 Mariners. So far it's good to see some production from the near bottom of the order and maybe the heart of the order, especially namely Rowdy Tellez, that home run. It's going to be hopefully huge. Hey, that sounds solid, dude. I'm an extremely picky eater, so I don't really like much or eat anything, I guess you could say extraordinary or exotic, but that does sound pretty good. Even that's a very classic type dish. Nothing too crazy. But I'm sure it was very, very good. So here we are back in the ball game. Bryce Miller back out for a third inning. And here comes the top of the order, Marcus Semien, his second time up. Swings at his first pitch foul. Cal goes to take a look, doesn't take a look for long as it was in the seats. Ooh, did someone make a great catch or something? Something happened. The entire crowd gasped or awed at it. Semien 0 for 1 with a ground out to third baseman on a nice play mastered by Mastroboni. And the 0-1 pitch to Marcus Semien is swung on out to center field. Julio has a beat on it. And makes the catch, 1 down. Pretty easy routine play for Julio. 1 out. What? Huh? I don't know. I think one of them's gone. I don't know where the other one is. Mi Padre walked in. Here comes the shortstop, Corey Seager. Seager drew a walk his first time up, and the first pitch to him is swung on up and away foul. Ooh. See, it's a lot of words, so it must be good, right? Thankfully, I do understand what you're saying. I do know what those are. And the 0-1 pitch to Kyle Seager is swung on miss at a up and in fastball. And the 0-2 pitch is swung on, grounded out to the first baseman Tellez. Takes it himself, 2 down. So quick 2 outs for Bryce Miller, which is you kind of need a quick inning here, as he's had some pretty long innings his first times up. And here comes Josh Smith, the left fielder. Another left-handed hitter. Josh Smith 1 for 1 with a bunt single back in the first. And the first pitch. Swung on, popped up. Cal goes back to take a look, doesn't chase after it as it goes foul. Mariners once again wearing their beautiful City Connect jerseys. One of my favorites. Would love to get one of those jerseys at some point. And the 0-1 to Smith. Swung on foul. 0-2. Got him to offer at a breaking ball on the outside edge. And the 0-2 pitch to Smith. It's a breaking ball that skips away from Cal. He spiked the curveball. 1-2. Mets have taken a 1-0 lead over the Athletics in Sacramento. And the 1-2 to Josh Smith. Swinging a line drive into left field out to Arozarena, who measures it, makes the catch. And a quick 1-2-3 inning for Bryce Miller. Would have been I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say. That was a perfect way to play the third. And we're going to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Seattle with Jorge Polanco set to lead it off, who homered his first time up. I'm really happy for Rowdy Tellez. But so far, 2025, Jorge Polanco is having a great year. Who knew that when he was healthy, he could actually hit the baseball? Really, the Giants-Yankees game's in a rain delay. That's unfortunate, but the Yankees are down 9-1. And it's on the East Coast, so it's going to be a late game when that game ends up finishing if they do end up playing it out. And here we are back with the ball game, ready to go for the bottom of the third. Mariners up 2-0 on 2 solo home runs by Polanco and Rowdy Tellez, and the first pitch to Polanco here is down for ball 1. So here comes Jorge Polanco, his second time up. One for one today with a solo home run to put the Mariners in front early. Back in the first, and the 1-0 pitch to Polanco is swung on, a bit of a swinging bunt right back to Jacob deGrom, throws to first in time, 1 down. Definitely not the long ball that he hit last time, but makes contact, and it turns into an out. And here comes Cal Raleigh. Has had a little bit of a struggle the past couple of games, looking to get on base here, at least get a big hit. Would be nice to set the table here for Randy Arozarena, who is on deck. And the first pitch to Cal. Swinging a pop-up into shallow left field. Young on the infield grass drifts into foul territory, makes the catch, 2 down. So quickly 2 outs on only 3 pitches so far for Jacob deGrom. And here comes Randy Arozarena. Cal still having a little bit of trouble. Here comes Randy. 0 for 1 so far today. Looking to get his first hit against Jacob deGrom in his career. And the first pitch to Rosarena is outside ball 1 on the fastball. And the 1-0 to Randy is outside, called a strike. Was off the plate with a slider, but must have just clipped the corner according to the home plate umpire. Tough call there. So now 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch is swung on, foul. Randy Rosarena, once again the hero in Wednesday's game against the Astros. Kind of helped spark the comeback, getting 5 of the 7 RBI. And the 1-2 to Randy holds up on a low and away breaking ball. 2-2, count evens up. And the 2-2 to Randy. Checks his swing. Did not go. So now a full count to Randy Rosarena as he lays off the low and away breaking ball. Looked like a slider. And it's now a full count here. DeGrom currently about to throw his 51st pitch. And the payoff to Rosarena. Swing and a fly ball fouled back. A little bit of a weaker wave at a fastball up and away. Able to get a piece of it and fouled off. So Rosarena stays alive for another pitch. And the 3-2 is low, ball 4. So a 2-out base runner for the Mariners as the inning continues to Luke Raley. So Luke Raley in right field today. 0 for 1 so far with a ground out. 1 on 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Mariners leading 2-0 against the Texas Rangers. And the first pitch is taken for a strike. Randy takes off, and he's in there for a stolen base as the ball squirts away, but Randy stays put. So Randy swipes second, and now we got a runner in scoring position here in the third with 2 outs. First pitch was taken for a strike by Luke Raley. As a Rosarena was taking, he didn't want to jeopardize Randy's chances at all. And the Mariners continue to steal bags left, right, and center. And so far, Randy's now back in scoring position. Mariners are 21 for 25, both ranked third in the MLB on stolen bases on attempts. Randy dancing back on second base. Next pitch to Raley is swung on and missed. At the top of the zone, 0-2 on a fastball. Oh-2 pitch to Raley. Check swing. Did he go? No. So he holds up 1-2 on a try to get him with a curveball there. Curveball is baiting some movement out of the Mariners hitters, but overall not going. My stream lags. Let's refresh. And the next pitch to Raley is swung on, fouled. At a high heater, able to get a piece of it, stays alive. Would like to see Luke get a hold of one here. Maybe gap one. Or just even a base hit in general. And the 1-2 to Luke Raley. Gets some movement again, does not go. Try to get him with another curveball. He takes that low curveball, 2-2. Very patient so far for Luke Raley on the mound. And I guess he struck out. So, Randy's stranded at second, and we go to the top of the fourth, 2-0 Mariners. Fortunately, the stream lagged for me, so I wasn't able to see it all the way for whatever reason. But nonetheless, he struck out. Go to the fourth. Mariners up 2-0. So, yeah. Scoreboard check real quick. Let's see what we got. Astros over the Angels 11-3 in the top of the eighth inning. That game is pretty much put away. Tigers are up 6-4 over the Twins in the top of the seventh. Rockies and Padres still tied up 0-0 in the bottom of the fifth. Padres just got a leadoff base runner. Brewers are up 1-0 over the Diamondbacks going into the top of the fifth. Mets are over the Athletics right now, 2-0. Bottom two with a runner on third for the A's. Cubs and Dodgers tied up at 0 in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. And anything else that has ended since. The Giants game just straight up ended. They called it after 6. The Yankees must have forfeited. So they're getting the win in 6 innings. Never seen that. Can't lie. I've never seen that before. Cardinals beat the Phillies 2-0, and the White Sox beat the Red Sox 11-1. So good win for the White Sox. Tough loss for the Red Sox. Red Sox showing a sign of a little bit of a slump coming along. Big stretch there. Whew. So here comes Adolis Garcia to lead off the top of the fourth for the Texas Rangers. First pitch to him is swung on foul. At a fastball near the knees. First time up, it flew out to the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. It was a good swing down the middle, but just didn't get enough of it. And the 0-1 to Garcia is high. High fastball running inside. And the 1-1 pitch to Garcia. Same spot, 2-1. Try to get him with that was pretty much the exact same pitch. A 93-mile-per-hour fastball up and in. And the 2-1 to Garcia is high ball 3. Another 3-ball count. After 4 straight fastballs, one of which is fouled off, the other 3 do not connect with the strike zone. Jock Peterson on deck. Garcia 0 for 1. And the 3-1 is swung on foul on a fastball in the zone. Bryce Miller must know Garcia isn't the greatest fastball hitter in the game, but he's going after him as Garcia calls time to kind of gather himself. Tighten up his gear a little bit. And he's all set to go. And the 3-2 pitch to Garcia is high ball 4. So 6 straight fastballs turns into a leadoff walk for the Rangers here in the fourth. And here comes Jock Peterson, the lefty. So the first pitch to Jock Peterson is popped up foul. Cal takes a look, doesn't go after it. And the 0-1 to Jock is up and in, ball 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Above a ground ball double play here. Very slow guys. 1-1 to Jock is grounded down the first base line foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Peterson, who's kind of been all around the league, been a Dodger, a Ranger, a Diamondback, a Dodger. He's been everywhere. You name it, he's been there. Check down to first base, not in time. Garcia back there safely. First disengagement for Bryce Miller. Texas Rangers are 15 for 18 on stolen bases, 6 in stolen bases, 7 in attempts on the MLB ranks out of 30. The 1-2 Jock. Swing and a miss. Garcia runs, and he's not. The throw is not in time. But a strikeout to Jock Peterson on a splitter in the zone. And a stolen base for Garcia. A very wild swing by Peterson. Had him do a little 360 in the batter's box. Now the Rangers have a runner in scoring position early in the fourth with 1 out. And here comes Josh Young. Forgot his brother plays for the Tigers, or is in that organization, if I remember correctly. 0 for 1 today so far. Popped out to the second baseman. First pitch is in there for a strike. So first pitch strike to Young puts Miller ahead 0-1. The 0-1 to Young is a jammed, and it's going to jump into shallow right field for a base hit. Garcia makes the turn. Rayleigh has no play, and the Rangers get on the board. So Rangers cut that lead in half with a bleeder into right field for a base hit. Just a little water balloon kind of just dropped in there. Just nubs it off the knuckles of his bat, off the handle. Garcia knew it all the way, and Luke Rayleigh had no play. And here comes Jake Berger, the first baseman. Stolen base proves beneficial for the Rangers as it brought Garcia home. And the first pitch to Berger is in there for a strike at the knees. Good splitter there on the outside corner. So now it is 2-1 Mariners here in the top of the fourth. And the 0-1 to Berger is in there for a strike. Another splitter that Jake Berger didn't offer at. Was really halfway in between and decided not to take it and was in there for a strike. Pardon me, it was a knuckle curve. I don't know if I said splitter, but it was ruled a knuckle curve. Would like a strikeout here. And the 0-2 to Berger is check swing. Did he go? Did not. So 1-2 now to an outside breaking ball. Try to get him with a slider. And the 1-2 from Miller is outside once again. Try to get him with the curveball. 2-2 now. Another relatively taxing inning for Bryce Miller's pitch count. It's about to hit number 70 here in the top of the fourth with 1 down, 1 on. And the 2-2 pitch is swung on down the right field line and foul. So 2-2 count to Jake Berger. Bryce Miller looking to put him away here because that pitch count is getting heavy and it's getting big. Pause. And the 2-2 pitch to Jake Berger. Young takes off. Cal throws to first. Our second is not in time. So a stolen base, another one for a Rangers base runner. As Berger takes a ball, now another full count to a Rangers batter. Leo Rivas not even close to getting the tag. Great jump from Jace Young. Good pitch to run on. And the payoff pitch to Jake Berger. Here comes. Wave and a miss at an outside breaking ball. Gets him swinging 2 down. Good out there. Good pitch, well located, started in the strike zone. Actually, never started in the strike zone, but he must have thought it was going to run back in, but chases nonetheless. Strike 3. And here comes not Leody Taveras, my apologies. Jonah Heim, the switch hitting catcher for the Rangers. Bryce Miller looking to limit the damage here with a runner in scoring position for the Rangers. Mariners lead 2-1. 2 outs here. First pitch is just missing on the upper outside edge. Try to get him with the curveball there. Just missed the outside edge. So 1-0 now to Jonah Heim. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike. Kind of froze him with a knuckle curve. That would have been a nice put-away pitch had it been 2 strikes. Checks the runner at second. The 1-1. Up and in. 2-1. Two outs, Young at second. The 2-1 pitch to Jonah Heim. Checks back to second base. Young gets back there safely. J.P. Crawford there to corral that ball. That pickoff attempt. And the 2-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. 2-2. Jace Young was dancing back there by second base. I was hoping Bryce Miller would throw back there, but it's a swing and a miss as Jonah calls time. Jonah Heim this season is 3 for 8 with runners in scoring position with 3 RBI. Another opportunity for him here. You do not want him. So the 2-2 pitch to Jonah Heim. And here it comes. Swinging a foul at a breaking ball on the lower inside edge. And you'll see another one. Miller checks the runner in the 2-2. Swinging a line shot down the left field line, foul. Miller 2 pitches shy of reaching 80 pitches on the day so far, only in the 4th inning. He had a great third, but this one is proving to be another taxing one for him. Long at-bat this time, going up to the 7th pitch of this at-bat. And the 2-2 pitch. Swinging another foul ball to high fastball. Bryce Miller really trying to get him here, but Jonah Heim is battling, as he often does. These are big league hitters, after all. The 2-2. Swing and a miss at a curveball. Gets him swinging and limits the damage. As Young is stranded on second, but the Rangers do get one across. It is 2-1 Mariners. I'm going to go drink some water, kind of wet my whistle a little bit, because mouth's getting dry. It's getting harder to speak and enunciate the words that I want. You know what I'm saying? There we go. All right. I don't really need this headset. I don't need this headset right now. I'm not using it. So you're going on the floor. Got some mess down here in this corner. Got a lot of stuff. Got a lot going on. Really hoping to have a long inning for the Mariners batters. Maybe one similar in length to the ones the Rangers just had, just to give Bryce Miller a little bit of a break. So here we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Leading off is Rowdy Tellez, who's 1-for-1 with a solo home run, his first of the year and as a Mariner. And the first pitch to Rowdy takes a pitch low, ball one. Rowdy Tellez, I'm sure he's feeling good after that home run earlier. He sure was all smiles after that. And the 1-0 to Tellez, swing and a miss on a foul tip into the glove of Jonah Heim. So it wouldn't really be a miss, it'd be a foul tip on that changeup. Filthy changeup from Jacob deGrom. And the 1-1 pitch to Tellez is in there for a strike, locked him up. So now 1-2 to Rowdy Tellez. Rowdy calls time just to settle in a little bit. And we're back ready to play. Rowdy wearing those bright yellow batting gloves to help match the City Connect jerseys. And the 1-2 pitch, swinging a line drive right to Berger, makes a nifty snare and steps on the bag for one down for the first out. A good play by Jake Berger. And that brings up Miles Mastroboni. Jake Berger taking away a hit from Rowdy Tellez. First baseman taking away a hit from a first baseman. Just running clean with at least another run or two. It'd be nice to get another run or two. At least one. Get that run back that the Rangers scored the previous one. First pitch to Miles Mastroboni is low for a ball. First pitch curveball misses. And the 1-0 to Mastroboni. High, ball two. We'd like to draw some walks. This inning be 6, 7, and 8 at the very least. So Rowdy, who grounded out. Mastroboni here is 0 for 1. And Leo Rivas up next. And the 2-0 to Mastroboni. Swing and a miss at a changeup down. So 2-1 instead of 3-0. That was a ball, but fooled Mastroboni. Wanted to get a hold of that one. Could not. And the 2-1. Swing and a miss at a changeup right over the middle of the plate, but he swung over it. Probably looked like a fastball coming out of the hand, but died down to the last moment, turning into this, creating that swing and miss. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 to Miles. Swinging a foul at a helping in fastball. It was a strike, so good job fouling that one off. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a curveball running in on him. Fooled him all the way, 2 down. So DeGrom's 4th strikeout of the day, and here comes Leo Rivas, the second baseman for today. Called up from AAA the other day in replacement of the injured Ryan Bliss, who had a torn left bicep. Leo Rivas with a walk after falling behind 0-2. Didn't swing at a single pitch, but drew a walk. And the first pitch to Rivas is outside, ball 1. Leo Rivas, that's the 7th pitch he's seen today. And has yet to swing. As long as they're balls, good for you, dude. I'll take it. And the 1-0 pitch to Rivas is down and in, ball 2. So good plate discipline so far for Leo Rivas. 8 pitches, all takes, and 6 of them being balls. DeGrom really trying to get him to swing and miss here, but might have to go after him with a fastball. And he does just that, and he lines it foul. Just outside the bag, 2-1. Just as I predicted, the fastball. Because he's been throwing them all breaking balls, and finally throws him a fastball. And that's when Rivas offers at it, so you know what he's looking for. He's definitely sitting fastball. And the 2-1 to Rivas is outside. 3-1. Heim tried to frame it, but overall off the plate. Kind of ran away from Rivas. Did not offer. J.P. Crawford on deck. Leo Rivas looking to get his second walk or get on base for the second time today. And the 3-1 pitch is high. Ball 4. Great take by Leo Rivas. His plate discipline is absolutely incredible. Bunch of borderline pitches, and here comes J.P. Crawford with 1 out and 2 on. Or 1 on and 2 out. My apologies. I'm speaking faster than I'm thinking. J.P. Crawford, he walked his first time up on 5 pitches. And the first pitch to him, as Leo Rivas takes off, he takes a ball, and he's in there as safe. He just barely stays on the bag. Toe taps. And Leo Rivas is a swiped base. As Crawford took a ball. Great jump by Leo Rivas, taken for a ball by J.P. Crawford, and he was barely able to keep his foot on as the second base umpire calls him safe. Able to drag that toe, and Corey Seager tried to push Leo Rivas' foot off the bag, which I don't know if he can even do that. And the 1-0 pitch with a man on second and 2 outs for J.P. Crawford. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball down. Really fooled him on that. Very unsure swing by J.P. Crawford. Chases. Now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. J.P. Crawford with a chance for an RBI here with plus speed on the base pass. Leo's going to be running on contact. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss at another breaking ball on the back foot slider. So 1 and 2 now. J.P. Crawford. Had he taken it, would be 3-0, but Jacob deGrom's a good pitcher. He's going to get you to swing. He doesn't throw hard, but he has a lot of finesse to his pitches. Plenty of finesse. Would like to get Julio back up on the top of the order here, but he'll lead off nonetheless next inning, no matter however this at-bat goes. And the 1-2 to Crawford is down and in. Would like to, I don't know what I'm talking about with Julio. I'm just yapping, dude. I'm yapping. Trying to fill the dead air. Julio on deck. Would like to see him getting that bat here, but nonetheless, he'll be the next batter up no matter the situation, is what I was trying to say. Man, the 2-2 to Crawford. A line drive into left field, and it gets over the third baseman. Leo Rivas is coming home. He'll have no play, and it's an RBI single for J.P. Crawford. Soft serve into left field, and the Mariners take a 3-1 lead. Nice swing by J.P. Just gets over the glove of the third baseman, Josh Young. On an elevated fastball, just gets right over him. And Leo Rivas was not showing any signs of stopping as Christopher Negron was waving him the whole way, and there was no play from the left fielder, Josh Smith. And the Mariners get that run back. Ooh, just over the tip of Josh Young's glove. And here comes Julio with the chance to add on. First pitch to Julio. Taken for a ball and a slider low and away. Struck out his last time up, Julio did, with 2 men on and 2 outs. Back in the second inning. And the 1-0 to Julio. Swinging a foul tip into the glove of Jonah Heim, strike 1. It was an outside fastball, Julio chasing. So the count evens at 1 ball and a strike. And the 1-1 to J-Rod. Swing and a miss at a middle fastball, a little more lower in the zone, a little middle in, lower in. 96 mile an hour, he's late on it. Julio got to speed up that bat if he wants to hit those fastballs. Recognize it a little bit earlier. And the 1-2 to Julio is taken down and away. Good pitch to lay off of. Really good take, 2-2. Try to get him with another slider. Had a little more vertical movement that time around. Less horizontal break. And the 2-2 is fouled away at a middle in fastball. Great one to hit, just couldn't get it, just got under it. Fouls it straight back. Julio stays alive. A long inning, which is what the Mariners were looking for against DeGrom to give Bryce Miller some breathing room as Julio calls time for an even little more time for Bryce Miller to settle down, relax. Try to get one more inning of work in here next inning. And thankfully get that runner back to make it a 2-run lead for the Mariners. The 2-2 is skied out to right field, going foul. Goes into the right field seats. Berger taking a look for it. Does not have a play. Goes well far out. Crowd chanting Julio. Trying to get him fired up. Julio coming off a very clutch game in the bottom of the 9th inning where he scored 2 runs on a 2-run double to tie the game 6-6 against the Houston Astros in the rubber match of that series. The Mariners end up walking it off. And the 2-2 to Julio. Swinging a fly ball out to right field. Drifting is Garcia. He might have a play. Foul territory, no play. Goes into the seats. So Julio stays alive. Very lengthy at-bat here in terms of overall time, not just pitch count. So J.P. Crawford at first after an RBI single into left field that scored Leo Rivas. Here with 2 outs and 1 on in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-2 count. 8th pitch coming to Julio in this at-bat. Battling so far. And the 2-2. Swinging a line drive down the right field line, foul. Chased an outside fastball, is able to foul it off. It was well off the plate that time, more so than the first one he swung at. But he stays alive into pitch number 9 with the bullpen warming up. Hobie Milner warming up for the Texas Rangers, the left-handed pitcher. Seen him a few times in MLB The Show. And the 2-2 to Julio. Swing and a fly ball out to left center field. Josh Smith gets under it, and he makes the catch at the warning track. Good swing, just got 2 under it. A little too far under it. But the Mariners get that run back. Going into the top of the 5th inning, it is 3-1 Mariners. Julio may have had a chance there, just got a little too much under it. Seems I was watching an old comedy movie from the 80s with Kevin Costner. It's called The Big Chill. I feel like I've heard of it. That sounds very familiar. I haven't seen it, but it does sound very, very familiar. But hey, you totally called that a clean inning. And then get another run or two. We got that run right back. So it's a 2-run Mariners lead, leading 3-1. And we just need the pitching to do its job for the most part. Favorite baseball comedy and favorite baseball drama. Favorite baseball comedy would be Major League. That's like the one that I think of the most. I don't think I've seen any baseball dramas, but I think Field of Dreams would count as one. That one I haven't seen, but I know it's a very, very good one. I know it's shocking saying I haven't seen Field of Dreams, but I haven't. And here comes Leody Taveras, 9-1-2 for the Rangers as he takes a first pitch fastball outside, ball 1. But Major League is... I saw it with my coworkers at the State Theater here in my city. As a little bit of a team building thing. It was really, really cool. Loved it. The 1-1 pitch is same spot up and away. 2-0. But yeah, Major League with Charlie Sheen, I almost said Willie Mays Hayes, but Wesley Snipes, as Trent Thornton's warming up in the bullpen, the right-handed pitcher. Who else? Bob Uecker, how could I forget? In that film as well. Rest in peace, Bob Uecker, just passed away this past December, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it was February. No, I think it was this. It was recent. I think it was February. And the 2-0 pitch to Tavares is swung in a foul tip into the Cal's glove. Strike one. And the 2-1 to Tavares. Another swing and a foul tip in the same spot fastball. So now 2-2. Bryce Miller so far throwing 4 fastballs, 2 of which missed up and away, and the next 2 were foul tipped into the glove, more up and in. But also in the strike zone. And the 2-2 is swinging a hammered out to right field. Luke Raley might have a shot on it, and he does at the warning track. It had the air, but it did not have the distance. That was scary. 1 away. So we go back to the top of the order with Marcus Semien. And I guess a high A pitcher for the Everett Aqua Sox, the high A affiliate of the Seattle Mariners in the minor league system, threw an immaculate inning versus the Hillsboro Hops. So 9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts, and here comes Marcus Semien, who is 0 for 2 in the day so far. First pitch to Semien is fouled away. A little bit late on the up and in fastball as it flies out to right field, foul. And the 0-1 to Marcus Semien is up and in. So the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Mariners with a 3-1 lead on a J.P. Crawford RBI single, Rowdy Tellez home run, and Jorge Polanco home run in most recent to least recent order, so backwards order. And the 1-1 pitch to Semien is swung and fouled away. So 1-2 now to Marcus Semien. It might be in all likelihood Bryce Miller's final inning, depending on how this inning goes, as Trent Thornton is warming up in the Mariners bullpen. As Miller's pitch count is continuing to climb, got to go into pitch number 89. And the 1-2 to Semien is low and away, ball 2, so 2-2 now. Corey Seager on deck. Very dangerous hitter. You would like to have him with the bases empty. And the 2-2 to Semien, pitch number 90 is swung on foul on the upper inside edge. Major League Rookie of the Year, the original Bad News Bears. Drama is 2-way between Field of Dreams and Dennis Quaid and the rookie. Nice. Hey, those are all good. All solid picks. Definitely hard to choose. I'm a big fan of Dennis Quaid's son, Jack Quaid. A big fan of his. Very good actor. And the 2-2 is swinging a ground ball foul. Try to get him with the knuckle curve there at the knees. Was able to spoil it, as this is a battling at bat here for Bryce Miller and Marcus Semien. Former Athletic, and I believe, was he a Blue Jay? I don't remember if he was a Blue Jay or not. He might have been. I don't know why that feels like it sounds right, but I think he was just an A. I know he was an A for sure. And the 2-2 pitch is outside. The full count doesn't chase at an outside fastball. Long at bat so far. The 8th pitch coming up in this at bat, and the payoff pitch is swinging a ground ball foul. Go to pitch number 9. Already a taxing inning for Bryce Miller just in terms of pitch count after this at bat. But you would love to have it come away with an out. Because we'll see how it goes depending on if he puts them on. And the 3-2 pitch is swung on into shallow center field. J.P. Crawford has a beat on it. Stays on the infield by second base, and he makes the catch, 2 down. So Miller wins that battle. And here comes Corey Seager. Hey, they just mentioned my home city. Talk about throwing immaculate innings in the minor leagues for the Mariners. And fun fact: my job, I work for the Seattle Mariners low A affiliate in the minor leagues, which is in my hometown. And here comes Corey Seager. First pitch to him is swung on foul down the left field line. My Second Amendment / firearms enthusiast, Zach. I mean, from like playing Call of Duty, I know my guns, but I don't. We own a handgun, but nothing more outside of that. Strict rules here in California. But I do like it. I do enjoy the odd range firing range. And the 0-1 pitch to Seager is fouled away 0-2. But I do know my fair share of firearms. I do know my fair share. A lot of FPS games for me. So I know what's real. I know the real stuff. And the 0-2 to Seager. Up and in, ball 1. So 1-2 now to Kyle. Or Corey. Whoa. Wrong Seager there, my friend. Talking to myself, by the way. And the 1-2 pitch to Seager. Up and away, 2-2. Really trying to get him to chase. Bryce Miller, this in all likelihood be his last batter. Very dependent on how it goes here. And there's a way I do prefer, as he's reaching 100 pitches in the 2-2, is outside 3-2. So quickly get out in front, 0-2, and now falls behind 3-2 the full count. This is going to be pitch number 100 for Bryce Miller after. And the payoff pitch to Corey Seager is fly ball out to right field. Rayleigh has a beat on it. Julio calls it off, makes the catch. So the 100th pitch is the final out in the 5th. And that might be Bryce Miller's day done. Mariners have a 3-1 lead. Corey Seager knew it off the bat. He knew he didn't get all of it. Still went near the warning track, and it was almost another disastrous play where two defensemen almost collided with each other. In this time being Julio and Rayleigh, with Julio calling it off, making the catch. Self-censored that so it wouldn't be rejected. No, I get you. I want to see what that looked like. Look up the Yankees game, because they ended their game in 6. I think they forfeited. Or in 5.5. So I think they just forfeited. I'm going to look more into that. I really want to see if they just forfeited or MLB said they just ended it. Because it was raining, but this just ended it. Unless the Yankees themselves said it was going to be forfeited. I don't know. They just put the final score post on Twitter. So Jacob deGrom's day is done after 4 innings. So here comes the lefty Hobie Milner, I believe, is coming out, which is going to be advantageous for the Rangers because we have a lot of lefties today, mostly switch hitters though. So 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Oh, a righty's coming out. Never mind. So Mark Church, the new pitcher for the Rangers. So the rest of the way is going to be the bullpen. Here comes Jorge Polanco to lead off the inning. First pitch to Polo. It's a low ball 1. Jorge Polanco is 1 for 2 with a solo home run to give the Mariners an early 1-0 lead back in the first, and then a ground out to the pitcher. And the 1-0 pitch to Polanco is in there for a strike at the knees. Mark Church, this is his only 6th Major League appearance in his career. Not sure his ERA. We'll get back to you on that. And the 1-1 to Polanco is outside. Try to get him with a slider, doesn't go. Polo is still batting from the left side, being the switch hitter that he is, mostly facing right-handed pitchers as he's more comfortable from his left than he is from his right, given that he has been a little bit hurt lately. And the 2-1 pitch to Polanco, swinging a line drive up the middle for a base hit. Good firm swing by Jorge Polanco and a leadoff base hit for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 5th. Multi-hit night for Jorge Polanco. 2 very hard hit balls go in there for hits. Dude, that's fancy. That's real fancy. I like that. That's sick, dude. 45s are nice, too. I want to get if I were to get one firearm, I just want a classic Colt 1911. That'd be so sick. And here comes Cal Raleigh. First pitch to Cal is in there for a strike at the knees, a fastball. Ooh, carbon. That's beautiful, man. Stack mags and a fully customized trigger and ejection system. Dude. And a 6.25-inch barrel? Sheesh. So that's a handgun, I'm assuming. It's 45 ACP. And it's a tack, so yeah. As Cal Raleigh takes a borderline pitch called the ball. Cal might be using the torpedo bat. It looks like he might be. Yeah, he is. Cal using the torpedo bat. But so far 0 for 2. See if you can get a hold of one here with Polo on on the base pass. And then 1-1 to Cal is low and in. 2-1. Hopefully the Mariners hitters can get more acquainted with these torpedo bats if they do so desire and use them, because I'm sure those will help for the long run, especially with a struggling teams in terms of hitting, such as the Mariners. And the 2-1 to Cal. Check swing, called a strike. Delayed call at the knees on the lower outside corner. Crowd doesn't like it because it was a little bit delayed, but it was a strike nonetheless. So 2-2 now as Cal is caught looking on that strike. And the 2-2 to Cal. In there, strike 3 called. So on the inner edge, Cal is caught looking for the second time tonight. And he's been in a little bit of a slump, not really getting the chance to use that torpedo bat. And here comes Randy Arozarena. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I love that. That's a sick weapon. Here comes Randy. First pitch to him is swung on. Ground ball to the shortstop. 2-1 on to first for 2. So a double play after one pitch to Arozarena. And the Mariners are sat down in the 5th. Mariners have a 3-1 lead over the Rangers going in the top of the 6th. So, unfortunate inning after Polanco's leadoff base hit. After the backwards K to Cal Raleigh in the first pitch double play to Arozarena. Got a feeling Arozarena's going to bust a big one. Welp. About that. Went right to the shortstop, Corey Seager. Threw the 2-1 on the first for 2. And, yeah. I petered out. Yeah, right? Really, really unfortunate there. So in all likelihood, I'm pretty sure Bryce Miller's day is done, so the Mariners will go to the bullpen. 3-1 lead for the bullpen to hold on to. Would like a little more. Yep, Bryce Miller is done. Let's see who's coming out. Most likely Trent Thornton. So an overall solid day, 5 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 100 pitches, first pitch strikes, 15 for 20, which is .7. It was a 75% first pitch strike rating. So very, very good for him. And here comes Trent Thornton as Josh Smith takes a first pitch strike with a fastball. So Trent Thornton, his 7th appearance, 5 2/3 innings, 2 earned runs against him, 5 Ks, 1 walk on the season so far. Josh Smith 1 for 2 as he takes a breaking ball in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2. Now you can finally take those scores. Hey, man. There you go. Now you can finally relax for most of the day, I'm sure, rest of the night. And the 0-2 pitch to Smith is taken low. Skips into Cal Raleigh's glove. Stays in front of him. So 3, 4, and 5 for Trent Thornton. Smith, Garcia, and Peterson coming up. So 2 lefties, and the 1-2 pitch to Josh Smith is lined into left field, fair down the left field line. And Rosarena gets in front of it. Josh Smith rounds first base, and he's going to have a lead-off double for the Rangers here in the top of the 6th. Decent night's work. Oh, yes, indeed. So Thornton surrenders a leadoff base runner, and here comes Adolis Garcia. A little bit of a hanging slider, shoots it down the left field line, just keeping it fair. And a fast runner, able to get to second base easily. No play there. So here comes Adolis Garcia. First pitch to him, did it hit him? Yes, it did. First pitch to Garcia, he gets hit by it, and he goes to first base. So 2 base runners now for the Rangers. Garcia doesn't seem too happy about that. Let's see where it hit him. Just rides way up and in on him. Hits him right on the knuckles. On his left hand. Just right here on the padding of his knuckles. That still hurts a ton, but here comes Jock Peterson as Garcia waltzes to first base. And just like that, the Rangers have something cooking here in the top of the 6th. Rough start so far for Trent Thornton. Here comes Jock Peterson with a chance to add on. Go ahead, run at the plate in Jock. First pitch to Peterson. In there for a strike. Breaking ball taking all the way. Really unfortunate situation you have yourself in here, especially in right after the starter leaves and you have a 2-run lead. And on the ground, right to Rivas, throws onto second for 1, onto first, double play. There you go. That's what you're looking for. Runner advances to third, but it races 2 base runners. Josh Smith moves on to third, and a great defensive play by Rivas. Able to keep it in front of him, throws to JP for 1. Back to Tellez in time for the double play. Padres smoking the Rockies 7-0. Oh, yeah, they're going after him. Not sure if the Rangers wanted to challenge. No, he was out by like a half step. So it races 2 base runners here for Josh Young, the third baseman. An RBI single his last time up. First pitch to him is swung on out to right field with carry. It might leave. Raley chases it, and it's gone. So the first pitch Josh Young sees, he sends it out, and we got a tie ball game. First home run for him this year, and it ties the ball game up. So 2-out home run. And had it not been for that double play, Rangers would have had a commanding lead of who knows how many. Gets that first pitch fastball down the middle, and it just sent it out the opposite way, and we're tied. Really not able to get there in time. And here comes Jake Berger. First pitch to him is swung on a left field line for a base hit in front of a Rosarena. And a 2-out single for Jake Berger, and Trent Thornton is not having a good outing. Not a good relief inning. So here comes Jonah Heim, the switch hitting catcher, batting batting it once again from the left side. The first pitch to Jonah Heim, swinging and it gets jammed into shallow left field. J.P. Crawford makes the catch. And, well, we got a tie ball game as we go to the bottom of the sixth. Definitely not what you're looking for, especially from the bullpen to start. Yeah, the Guardians lit KC up. Yep, I saw that. Yeah, they had a tough day out there in Cleveland. So a 3-3 ball game now. As we go to the bottom of the sixth, Mariners offense need to get something going, which they have been so far with the 3 runs, but unfortunately the Rangers have been able to match as Trent Thornton was not able to get out of that jam in time before the 2 runs were scored on the Jace Young. I keep saying Jace Young. The Josh Young opposite field home run off the middle fastball. So really unfortunate news there. In my 3 errors? Wow. Yeah, that's not good. So here we are on the bottom of the 6th inning. Luke Raley, the right fielder, to lead it off. Colby Milner out now for the Rangers, left-handed pitcher. Face the lefties. First pitch to Raley is a breaking ball in there for their strike, right over the middle of the plate. See, Luke Raley wanted to swing at that one. He totally could have and possibly sent it out. So a 3-3 ball game now here in the bottom of the 6th. As Raley takes another breaking ball down and away for a ball. So 1 ball and 1 strike now to Luke Raley. Righty Tellez on deck. Raley 0 for 2 so far today. And the 1-1 is swung on out to Corey Seager. Throws over to first and digs it out by Jake Berger. In time, 1 down. Gabriel Arias whacked a 3-run homer. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah. 3-run homers are always nice. So here comes Rowdy Tellez. A lot of lefties in the order today. All lefties, actually, the rest of the way in the Mariners lineup. With the only 2 switch hitters and potential righties being the first 3 batters, being Julio, Polanco, and Cal. First pitch to Tellez. Taken for a strike. Lefty-lefty matchup here for Rowdy Tellez. Definitely not what he is used to. Righties are more his speed. He hit one off of a righty today as he swings and misses at an inside breaking ball. So quickly 0-2 to Rowdy Tellez with Miles Mastrobuoni on deck. Unless he gets pinch hit for by Dylan Moore, given the lefty situation here. And the 0-2 is taken for a strike. Strike 3 called. On the lower outside corner, and Rowdy is caught looking. On a beautiful sweeper that catches the lower outside edge. It was a strike the whole way. There comes Miles Mastrobuoni. So 3 lefties to face the lefty pitcher Milner. Mastrobuoni 0 for 2 as he takes a first pitch strike on that sweeper. Tough pitcher to deal with, especially given his release point and the lefty factor of it. As he takes another sweeper in there for his strike. Colby Milner absolutely fooling Mariners pitchers right now. Quickly 0-2. Yeah, and the Yankees forfeited that game. It went into rain delay, and I guess they just said, nah, I'm good. We're going to take this one. Keep the result. And the 0-2 to Mastrobuoni is low, just barely. So 1-2 now. Mastrobuoni gets a lucky call his way. And the 1-2 to Milner, or the Mastrobuoni is grounded out to the second baseman. DeMarcus Semien throws on a first in time to retire the side in order. So we go to the top of the 7th, tied up at 3. Mariners need a lockdown inning here. The Red Sox continue to disappoint. Yeah, they had a rough day today. All right, so back to the ball game. Game knotted up at 3 runs each. See if Trent Thornton stays out there for the Mariners. No, Gabe Spire now on the mound. The lefty pitcher out of the bullpen. His 6th appearance, 4 2/3 innings, 0 earned runs, 6 Ks, and no walks. So far has been absolute nails, and let's hope he can continue to keep it here in the 6th inning. Or 7th, my apologies. It is now the 7th. We're in the latter half of the game. Final 3 innings here. Final 9 outs for either team coming up. Here comes Leody Taveras, the switch hitting center fielder. 0 for 2 on the day so far. So 9-1-2. First pitch to Taveras is in there for a strike with a fastball. So it's going to be Taveras, Semien, and Seager. So after this, 2 lefties, righty and 2 lefties. And takes the next pitch for a strike. Next pitch for a strike on the lower inside edge. Oh, Kevin Pillar, my apologies. I knew Leody Taveras looked a little bit different. It's Kevin Pillar now, pinch hitting for Taveras. And the 0-2 to Pillar is a swing and a miss in 3 fastballs. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and a strikeout. Oh, no, I saw the score. Trust me, I saw the score. For the Astros, yeah. I know the results of everything that happened today. You don't got to tell me the score. It was bad. But they beat the second place Angels, so I guess it's all okay. Here comes Marcus Semien. 0 for 3 so far. Takes a first pitch on the outside and the inside edge, but call the ball. Really good pitch there from Gabe Spire. Doesn't get the call. Semien 0 for 3 on the day so far. And the 1-0 is swung on, foul tip into the glove of Cal Raleigh on an up and away fastball. Count evens now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Substituting the switch hit earlier. And Marcus Semien swings at a ball in the dirt. 1-2. Got him to chase there. Skipped it in. And Semien offered at it anyway with Corey Seager on deck. And the 1-2 to Semien is 96 on the upper outside edge. But well, outside. It was outside. Up and away. 2-2 now. And the 2-2 to Semien is low in the dirt. Full count now. With Corey Seager on deck, who had a first inning walk and since then 0 for 2. And the 3-2 to Semien. Swinging a ground ball past the third baseman Mastrobuoni into the corner. He's going to go for 2. Randy Arozarena can't field it cleanly and has no play, so it's going to be a double for Marcus Semien. And here comes Corey Seager. Going to be the Phillies by 2. Yep. A lot of strange games happening today. Gets right past Mastrobuoni, and here comes Corey Seager with a chance to give the Rangers the lead here in the top of the 7th. Definitely not what you want to see, but thankfully it's a lefty-lefty matchup. As Cal Raleigh comes out for a mound visit with Gabe Spire. So the Rangers offense starting to get a little bit hot. Bullpen is warming. There's 2 lefties coming up. Carlos Vargas warming up in the bullpen. So Josh Smith on deck after Corey Seager here, and then Adolis Garcia. But you'd rather get into the 8th inning by that point. First pitch to Seager. In there down the middle for a strike. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And the 0-1 to Seager is low, ball 1, so the count evens up. Spire, the only lefty on the Mariners roster currently, after Taylor Saucedo was sent back down to AAA after a rough performance. And the 1-1 pitch to Seager, swing and a miss at an outside fastball. So 1-2 now to Seager. Josh Smith on deck. Adolis is in the 4th spot. Josh Smith in the 3rd. And the 1-2 pitch is low and outside. Cal keeps it in front of him. So 2-2 now to Corey Seager. The 2-2. Swinging a line drive, fly ball out to left field. Randy Reyes tracks it, and he has a beat on it, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Semien tags to third. Randy Rosarena's throw is in time, but the tag is not applied. So runner tags from second to third, and there are now 2 outs. Semien being very aggressive on the base pass. Randy Rosarena's throw was in time, but Mastrobuoni could not corral it. Kind of skipped in there. Tricky out for Mastrobuoni to corral. And here comes Josh Smith, another lefty, with a runner at third now for the Rangers. Would be big to strand him here. First pitch to Smith is swung on foul and an inside fastball, strike 1. Josh Smith has yet to have a hit off of a left-handed pitcher. 0 for 5 so far, and the 0-1 to him is in there for a strike. No! Are you serious? That was a perfect pitch at the knees, and it was ruled a ball. The ball was completely in the strike zone. That's a tough miss by the home plate umpire. It's now 1-1. That was at the knees, perfect. And the 1-1 to Smith is same spot, but called a strike. So now 1-2 instead of strike 3. That would be frustrating if this at-bat doesn't go the Mariners' way. This is NHL playoffs, dude. I have no clue. I don't really watch hockey like that. Unfortunately, I don't even know who's in. And the 1-2 pitch is up and away. But yeah, I know next to nothing about hockey, unfortunately. And the 2-2. Low ball 3. Spires should be out of this inning if not for that missed strike call to Josh Smith, which would have been 0-2, which instead turned into 1-1. And now the count draws full for Josh Smith. Give him something to go after. The 3-2 pitch is at the knees, strike 3. Gabe Spire locks him up with a breaking ball, and he avoids a 7th inning jam. There we go. Great pitch. Caught him looking on the breaking ball. One of my AirPods just died. Uh-oh. That's what I'm listening to the game on, my AirPods. So a good outing from Gabe Spire. Does not surrender a run after a leadoff double. Or a one-out double, I'm afraid. My apologies. Was then stranded at third base after he tagged up earlier. Dodgers are now up 3-0 over the Cubs on a Tommy Edman 3-run shot. He's now tied with Aaron Judge and Tyler Soderstrom of the A's for most home runs in the league right now. And I think Mike Trout's there as well with 6 home runs each. Those are the current 4 home run leaders in baseball. 3 of which in the American League, in the American League, 2 of which, or 1 of which in the National League. So here we are in the bottom. Oh, I gotta switch it. Hold on. Forgot to switch to the bottom of the inning. Whoopsies. There we go. So the bottom of the 7th. Here we have Leo Rivas. Oh, he's a switch. I actually didn't know he was a switch hitter. Miller back on the mound. Rivas shows bunt. Takes a strike on the knees. Why did I just realize that Leo Rivas was a switch hitter? Did not know that. That's good to know, though. And the 0-1 to Rivas is in there for a strike on that sweeper that starts well off the plate but just falls right in. Wow, your 5 top favorite teams in hockey are out. That's rough. My Seattle Kraken were eliminated from the dance. Leo Rivas with 2 walks on the day, 0 for 2 with their. He doesn't even have an at bat yet, so he's 0 for 0 with 2 walks. Currently at an 0-2 count. Next pitch is just off the plate. Inside, rule the ball. It was a good pitch. Could have been called a strike, but it wasn't. With Chris Martin warming up in the bullpen, veteran right-hander for the Rangers. So 8-9-1 for the Mariners here. Julio will get an at-bat. And the 1-2 to Rivas is upstairs, just a touch. 2-2. Good take from Rivas. Seeing the strike zone really well today. Tie ball game at 3-3. 2-2 count. Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-2 pitch is check swing. Did he go? And he went. So strike 3. Rivas goes down swinging, and here comes J.P. Crawford. Couldn't hold up that time. Comes J.P. Crawford. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. That sweeper is filthy from Holby Milner, just getting on the strike zone, starting well off the plate. Looks like it's going to hit you if you're a lefty. And he goes back in there, having a good outing so far. Shut down the Mariners in the 6th, and so far in the 7th, a one pitch is outside. Or sorry, inside. My apologies. Well inside, 1-1. J.P. Crawford with an RBI single back in the 4th inning, which gave the Mariners a 3-1 lead. 3-1 lead at the time. The 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike. So 1-2 now. 1-2 to Crawford. Is swung on and fouled down the left field line. So the count remains 1-2. Nobody on, one out here in the bottom of the 7th, tied up at 3 runs apiece between the Rangers and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners looking to get a divisional win and their second straight win for the first time this year, and the 1-2 is outside. Mariners have yet to have consecutive wins so far this year, sitting at a record of 5-8, and in the basement of the American League West, sharing that basement with the Oakland A's, or sorry, just the Athletics. And the 2-2 to Crawford, swinging a chopper right back to the pitcher, throws on to first. Taylor takes it himself. 2 down. Here comes Julio with a chance to get on base. And Bruce Bochy is going to go to the bullpen. And Chris Martin's going to come out of the bullpen to face Julio for the righty-righty matchup. Taking a little bit of a break with nobody on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Rangers and Mariners tied 3-3. Would love to see Julio get a ride of one here once he comes up. Break this tie eventually. Well, it's gonna happen eventually. Oh yeah. Ugh. Did not want to do that. Whoops. Nope. So we're back in the bottom of the 7th inning. Julio now to come up and bat. His 8th appearance so far, 0 earned runs, 11 strikeouts, 2 walks. Here comes Julio, who is 0 for 3 on the day so far. First pitch to Julio is cracked down to left field, right to Josh Young. Throws on to first in time, and 1 pitch, 1 out. And that's going to end the inning. So we go to the top of the 8th. All tied. So 1 pitch from Chris Martin gets him out of it. The Mariners are sat down in order for 3 straight innings. Mariners need another lockdown inning from the bullpen, and all likelihood it'll be Carlos Vargas coming out for an inning of work, who's been relatively solid. Only one blemish being the first game in the San Francisco Giants series, in which the umpire didn't do him any favors. Considering that Vargas struck out 3 guys in the bottom of the 11th with the Mariners up 1 and still lost the game. Because 2 of the strike 3 calls on different batters were called balls. Here comes Carlos Vargas now. 6th outing, 7.2 innings pitched, so 7 2/3, 3 earned runs, 6 Ks, 1 walk so far this year. So pretty solid numbers overall, all things considered. Here comes Adolis Garcia. First pitch to Garcia is lagging because I can't see it. So is fouled away down the right field line. Really watches it go into the right field seats. So 0-1 now. Garcia 0 for 1 with a walk and a hit by pitch. As Garcia calls time. You really wish that Thornton didn't give up that 2-run home run because, man, that's going to prove costly depending on the outcome of this ball game. And the 0-1 in there for a strike on the inner edge. 0-2, 97 miles an hour. Vargas, I believe, acquired in the Eugenio Suarez trade a couple of years ago. And the 0-2 pitch, swinging cracked up the left field, in the gap in the left center field. Julio cannot get it. Garcia hustles for second. Here's a throw to the plate, and he's not going to be tagged in time. He evaded the tag, and it's a double. A good throw from Julio, but up the line makes Rivas go out and get it. And Rivas had to just missed him. So a 2-out double, or a leadoff double for Garcia. He was thinking 2 all the way as was going towards the gap. It was an elevated fastball he went out and hit. Throw was a slight bit off line, and Rivas had to turn around and go get Garcia, but he wasn't in time. And here comes Jock Peterson with a chance to give the Rangers the lead. First pitch to him is taken for a strike on the inner edge. Got him with a slider. Peterson doesn't like the call very much, but it was a strike all the way. The 0-1 to Jock. Swinging a pop-up. Mastrobuoni might have a play on it, and it goes into foul territory, and he makes the catch. So 1 out. It's a huge out right there. Does not advance the runner. So here comes Josh Young, who tied it up back in the 6th. And we've been deadlocked ever since. With an opposite field shot off Trent Thornton, who was the first relief pitcher to come in for the Mariners. And the first pitch is on the outside edge, just missing away. So ball 1 now to Josh Young, who is 2 for 3 with 3 RBI, counting for all the RBI that the Rangers have scored so far today. And the 1-0 pitch is outside, 2-0. So Vargas quickly behind 2-0. Josh Young proving he is a dangerous hitter in this ball game. He also had one hit over him for a base hit, and the 2-0 pitch is on the knees for a strike, 2-1. So Josh Young has had a polarizing ball game, gave up a base hit after a ball went just over his glove by J.P. Crawford, which scored a run, gave the Mariners a 3-1 lead. But he's also scored all 3 runs for the Rangers, and the 2-1 pitch is at the knees, called a strike, barely called a strike. Good pitch, 2-2. Don't start that yawning crap, it's highly contagious. Hey, my bad. As Josh Young calls time. And the 2-1 pitch to Josh Young. The 2-2 pitch, my apologies. Ground ball right to the second baseman, Rivas. Throws onto first in time 2 down. Adolis does advance to third base. So a nice ground ball. Barely got past Vargas, but Rivas handles it cleanly. So the go-ahead run at third base in Garcia. And here comes Jake Berger. 1 for 3 on the day so far. With a single into left field back in the 6th. And the first pitch is blown away. At least I'm pretty sure Garcia went to third. No, it says he's still at second. I'll fact check that in a second here. It's saying he's at second, so we'll put him at second for now. Which is better than him being at third. And the 1-0 to Berger is just missing on the inside edge. Tried to frame it, but just missed. So 2-0 now. Oh, no, he is at third. He is at third. They just updated it. Garcia at third. 2-0 to Berger. Here it comes. There's a liner right back to the pitcher. Vargas throws onto first in time, and we're still tied going into the bottom of the 8th. And Vargas gets out of the jam. Pitchers are getting out of jams for the Mariners left, right, and center. And we're tied going in the bottom of the 8th. Would love to have one here. So the Mariners will have most of the top of the order. They'll have 2, 3, and 4 coming up with Jorge Polanco, Cal Raleigh, assuming Polanco doesn't get pinch hit for, and Randy Arozarena. So 2 switch hitters and a righty, assuming they don't bring a lefty out from the bullpen. So they do, that might mean Jorge Polanco will get pinch hit for most likely in Mitch Garver. Mariners would love to get something here. So Polanco coming up 2 for 3 with a solo home run, which gave the Mariners a 1-0 lead back in the first. And then a single back in the 6th or 5th or 6th, I believe. And here comes to face Chris Martin, the righty. First pitch to him is lined into center field, coming on, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. So a 3-hit night for Jorge Polanco. And the Mariners have the go-ahead run at first base right away. First pitch from Curtis Martin is soft served into center. Nothing too fancy, but puts the barrel to it just off the end of the bat. But Kevin Pillar did not have a play on it. I thought it was going to be a liner right towards him, but it dumped down in front of him for a base hit. And Dan Wilson's going to his bench. They're calling on a pinch runner, Dylan Moore, who's going to run for Polanco. So plus speed on the base pass at first base. So Dylan Moore takes the DH spot, and here comes Cal. Looking for a big hit. He hasn't gotten one in a while. I'd like to see him get one here, especially with the torpedo bat. Switch hitting batting from the left side. Takes an outside breaking ball. Ball 1. Cal 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Check back down to first base, not in time. Trying to keep an eye on Dylan Moore, who's likely to swipe a base if he sees the opportunity. Yeah, no, baseball always has me stressing. It's an everyday thing, man. Bullpen usually is my least favorite part, but they were locking it down outside of Thornton. And the 1-0 to Cal. Cracked out to right field. It is gone. Cal Raleigh gives the Mariners the lead with a 2-run home run for history. And Cal Raleigh is number 1 on the Mariners home run leaderboard for home runs by a catcher. And I can't speak, and the Mariners are up by 2. Wow, he smoked it. Wow, he smoked it. Oh my goodness, Cal Raleigh. Big hit for the big dumper. And the Mariners are now 3 outs away from winning a ball game. You love to see it here in Seattle. Let's go, dude. Mariners history for Cal Raleigh for all-time home runs by a catcher. And that's what we were looking for. An elevated fastball, and he didn't miss it. Actually, a breaking ball. A 90-mile-per-hour slider at the top of the plate, and his eyes lit up, and he smoked it out. No doubt. And he just sent T-Mobile Park into a frenzy. Oh, my goodness. And there is still nobody out. As they're playing Thunderstruck by AC/DC around the T-Mobile Park, and there it is. Most career home runs by a catcher in Mariners history. Cal Raleigh with 96 takes over Mike Zunino, who was in first place, now in second. Here comes Randy Arozarena. First pitch to Arozarena, breaking ball at the outside and the inside edge for a strike. Very similar to the one Cal hit out, but better placement. And here comes Andres Munoz warming up in the bullpen now. And the 0-1 pitch to Arozarena swung on, popped up. Jonah Heim might have a play on this in foul territory, and he makes the catch. Arozarena goes out quietly. 1 down. Well, that was clutch. Here comes Luke Raley. 0 for 3 tonight so far. First pitch is swung on into left field. Saws him off, but right at the left fielder, Josh Smith. 2 down. Perfectly fitting stop for the moment. Oh, yeah. Instead of being thunderstruck, he got dumper struck, so. But Cal Raleigh's got to feel good, breaking that small slump that he had with an absolute nuke into the right field seats. Here comes Rowdy Tellez. First pitch to Rowdy. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball low. Strike 1. And the 0-1 to Rowdy. Swinging a foul ball. So quickly 0-2. Rowdy Tellez hit his first home run as a Mariner, so he's done his job today. Helping out the Mariners in a big way. Just give the Mariners an early 2-0 lead. The 0-2 to Tellez. Outside. 1-2. It was great to see Rowdy Tellez hoist the Trident for the first time. He was very pleased with himself. So far, 3 home runs for the Mariners so far tonight. I had a feeling Raleigh's going to get a big one. He was due for one big time, and boy, did he deliver big time. Scoring Dylan Moore from first after the Polanco leadoff single. And the 1-2 is inside, ball 2. Chris Martin, I feel like I've used him before in MLB The Show. I think I have. And the 2-2 to Tellez is swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. So that's going to end the inning. And the Mariners are 3 outs away from sending this ball game What the hell am I talking about? For ending this ball game. For sending this ball game. Sending it where? Where am I sending it? I don't know. But Mariners 3 outs away. Here comes Andres Munoz. Looking to lock it down. So far, perfect in save opportunities, which I believe is 4 for 4. This would be huge for the Mariners to pick up a big divisional win. But you got to lock it down. Unfortunately, Cal missed the milestone just off his bobblehead night, which was, or bobblehead week, or series, I guess you could say, because the last 3 games against the Astros were all big dumper platinum glove bobbleheads for Cal Raleigh. Sucks he wasn't able to hit that, make history, but he's a game late, but in a big spot. I believe the middle of the order is coming up. Middle slash end of the Rangers lineup is coming up for Andres Munoz. Because Adolis Garcia was trained at 3rd. He's the 4th guy, so I believe it's 6, 7, and 8 coming up for the Rangers. So here comes Munoz. Senor Smoke himself, the flamethrower. And the Mariners' everyday closer, all-star closer as well. And here he comes. I would love to go to Seattle, see him make his entrance. Would be so sick. And here comes Jonah Heim. So 8, 9, and 1 for the Rangers. First pitch to Jonah Heim is up and away for ball 1. And this just went down for me. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Hold the phone. I lost the game. Hold on. Apologies. Okay, so it's 2-1 to Jonah Heim now. 2-1 to him is in there for a strike. 2-2. Apologies for the delay. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to the 8-hole hitter and catcher Jonah Heim, who's 0 for 3 on the day so far. So Heim, Pilar, and Simeon. And the 2-2. Cracked ground ball to Rivas. Diving stop. Throws to first, and he can't make the play. Rowdy Tellez had to extend off the bag, and it's a leadoff base runner for the Rangers. So Heim is aboard now for the first time today. I think that was a diving stop by Rivas, who had to turn around and throw quickly, but he threw it low and behind Tellez, or more in front of him. And now the tying run's coming to the plate. Tough break for the Mariners there. Rowdy almost got it. He almost got it, but was just unable to come over there. It was a really tough play nonetheless. So the official ruling is a base hit, so it is a single for Jonah Heim, an infield single. And here comes a pinch hitter. This is Dustin Harris. Can't say I've heard of this guy before. Comes on to face Andres Munoz as the tying run. Would love a double play here. The first pitch to Harris is down and away. Try to get him with a slider. Ball 1. Dustin Harris last season is batted .333 with a home run and 3 RBI. Didn't get much playing time, it appears. And the 1-0 to Harris is swung on foul. Had a changeup, it looked like. Maybe a slider with less break to it. Let's go Mariners chancer going out in the crowd. And the 1-1 to Harris. Swinging a line drive. Foul. That was scary. Off the end of the bat, but it goes foul. 1-2. That could have very easily been extra bases for Harris had he kept it fair. Would love to get him out here, though, with Marcus Semien on deck. Maybe a ground ball here to the shortstop. Harris just recalled from AAA by the Rangers. Played 2 games last year after getting called up. Season debut for him. And a big spot for the Rangers in the 1-2. Up and in, ball 2. So 2-2 now. Come on, man. This is where I get nervous. Munoz sets the 2-2. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line, foul. That was kind of scary because he pulled it, but does go foul right to a fan. And Harris stays alive. A lengthy at-bat here so far. Jonaheim goes back to first on the foul ball. Marcus Semien and Seager, the next 2 batters, should they get that far. The 2-2. Inside ball 3. Full count now to Harris. To the 9-hole hitter, you do not want to walk him. He's trying to get him to swing at something due to his major league inexperience, but I think you got to go after him here. The 3-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him swinging. Got him with a slider down and away. 1 out. Big first out. Just dropped off for him. It was in the strike zone until the very last moment, and Harris was tempted too much and offered at it. Well early. Missed it entirely. Had no chance with that swing. 1 down. Here comes Marcus Semien in the top of the Texas Rangers order. Would love a ground ball here. First pitch to Semien is at the knees for a strike. Low pitch called a strike. Good frame by Cal. So Mariners catch a break there to Marcus Semien, the righty. The 0-1. Ground ball right to Rivas. Steps onto second. Throws to first. Double play. And that's the ball game. The Mariners win it 5-3. And they have another incredible win in a close situation. And they come up clutch for their 2nd straight win. And the first time they've won back-to-back ball games this season, coming off of division rivals. This time against the first place Rangers. And the Mariners have another great game here on this Friday night. Very clutch hitting on home runs from Polanco, Tellez, and Cal Raleigh making history. And some timely defense, especially there at the back end. And that's going to cap off an excellent Mariners win. An absolute textbook Mariners win, and the first in the City Connects, which you just love to see. What a ball game, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was a great game to call and watch. A very nerve-wracking game to watch, as every Mariners game is, especially when the bullpen comes up. And, yeah, that is what you love to see. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed watching another just under 2 hours, or 3 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. We're actually blowing up on YouTube lately, all things considered, and, you know, relatively size-wise. We were at 150. We just hit 150 this past week, and we have since then gotten to 165 subscribers. That's the beauty of the YouTube short, which you'll definitely be seeing some from me later tonight. Yeah. I'm going to have you guys enjoy the rest of your night. It's been a great game. Hope you guys all enjoyed watching all the new faces. It means a lot, even if you just lurked. Leaving a like on the stream and all the new faces, of course. It always means an absolute ton. And I'll be back here in all likelihood tomorrow for Game 2 of this series, which I believe is at the same time tomorrow. Yep, 6:40, where Brian Wu will be facing Kumar Rocker. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys there. It'll be an absolute blast, I can assure you. So yeah, once again, I'm going to leave you guys with that. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Appreciate you all hanging out with me. And yeah, I'm going to go chill and kind of just enjoy the rest of my night, play some video games. So you guys have a wonderful night. Yes, very nice. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And yeah, much love, guys. And I'll see you all later.